Are we live?
I'm alive.
No,
Yep.
are we live, not alive? There's no A in front of that. Is this
live?
recording? I'm gonna go ahead and pretend it is.
That's a good choice.
What episode is this week, Seth? Because I guess you're choosing the episodes now. The numbers.
143.
All right, it is episode
This
143
is gonna get so confusing
of the Talking Guys. No, this is just
right
a one-off. Episode 143 of the Talking Guys. We are uploading a day late. Some things that happen, so we just have to bear with us. But we appreciate the support that you guys are giving us and the love. We actually got an extra sub this week, so we're 18 away.
When you say things have happened, it makes it seem like something bad happened. A wedding happened. I wasn't able to bring my computer with me.
Somebody has a 50% rate of not working out now. Okay, I'm just saying those are the statistics. Oh, sorry.
Wait, of working out? What do you mean?
No, nothing. I didn't want to be pessimistic. Take it back.
Oh, that. No, I thought you meant like actually like going to a gym.
I was saying the.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Man, I've lost my train of thought. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that. Professionalism.
It wasn't Seth. It was me.
We had another sub this week, so we are now 18
Always
away
steals
from
my thunder.
We are 18 away from 100. So.
No way.
Yeah, we're getting there, man.
Actually, kind of insane.
I had addressed that on the pre-show, Seth. There we go. All right, bye, Patrick. All right, it is now the Seth and Will show.
I'm back. Did it fix it?
Are you back again?
I mean, you're still kind of pixelated.
Tell a friend.
And it only just started happening.
Yeah, it's doing it for you too.
I'm super pretty on mine.
All right. Technical difficulties. You gotta love it.
I'm sorry. What were we speaking about?
We're talking about what's new.
Excuse me for interrupting.
The LA Lakers beat the Miami Heat 4-2 with a near comeback. That's
a near comeback.
No, hold on. It was a near comeback in was it game 3-1? It was game 5 when Miami won. But
7-2.
LeBron now has 4 rings. So
oh my God!
Maybe
so what is he? 4-9 now. He's 4-5, right? In total, he's been to 9 NBA Finals now.
He's only lost once.
No, he's 4-5. 4 wins,
5 losses.
5 losses.
9.
My apologies. I misheard you and heard that. I thought you had said that he's 4-5, and I was like, well, that's a pretty good percentage.
4-4-5. No. Yeah, he's lost more than he's won. He had lost a lot more than he had won before this one because the Golden State Warriors ruined it for him.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping the same thing was going to happen with Miami because they were the underdogs. But hey,
nope. It was just the Mavericks.
What happens when you purchase your team?
Because the Mavericks ruined a win for him too. So that was back in the day when he was on the Heat.
Yeah.
That was the greatest year of Texas sports, I think, ever.
It was the last time a professional sports league in the DFW area won a championship. So it's been
and we weren't even expecting them to do good that year.
They just won the Western Conference champions. So
no, the championship game.
Exactly.
They are champions. I saw a shirt that said it. Western Conference champions.
And they lost the entire thing. So nobody cares. Nobody wants a bronze medalist. They want the gold medalist.
Well, they would have been the silver.
We'll come back.
But...
We'll come back to that after the what's new because I do have a tangent. But
okay, sorry.
No, you're good. We also have Dak Prescott.
Snapped his leg.
No, I think it was a compound fracture in his ankle. Nothing's better than that. But from the tweets that have gone out, apparently, I guess the surgery was successful. He will most likely miss the remainder of the season.
Shocker.
So we'll see what happens.
It's the only reason they're not going to win the whole thing. They would have because
he was the reason they were staying in games, though.
Just more tragedy.
If your team relies on one player, you have a bad team.
It's like every time they get the Super Bowl caliber team, just bad stuff happens to them. It's like
okay, on paper though, how many years in a row have they had a Super Bowl caliber team?
Every year. If you talk to Dallas Cowboy fans,
I was gonna say, when was the last time they won? Because apparently it was that year.
Back in '96.
Yeah, so
when Romo was rolling in those ridiculous passing touchdowns and yardage every season, they were like, we should be going to the Super Bowl every year. I don't understand why we're not.
Oh, you're thinking like 2009, 2014.
And then when Romo choked the kick against Seattle that kicked him out of the playoffs, and then
back in
we could just go on and on. Do we really want to go into the historic F-ups of our great Cowboys?
Well, they were called America's team, so.
God,
you can't label yourself America's team and just go with it.
No, they actually are.
I don't believe they were.
If anyone's the Americans team, it's the Patriots. Oh.
I don't think that's how that works, Seth, and I don't believe they
have you seen their logo? They are the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone's the American team,
true.
I don't believe the Dallas Cowboys.
And they have Brady, and he's the GOAT.
Nobody cares about Brady. He's not there anymore.
I
don't watch football.
No, literally, after they lost to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFC, or AFC. Sorry, AFC final game. To make it to the Super Bowl. And after that, they didn't re-sign his contract and they let Brady go.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and clarify this. Last year it was I believe it was the divisional round of the playoffs, and Tennessee had knocked out New England.
Was it? It was. You're right.
Yeah, and Brady's last pass as a Patriot was an interception, which pretty much ended the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the previous year they had played in the championship game.
Yeah. And they did they beat Kansas City actually?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and
they went to play Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, and they whooped them.
Yeah, that was just a boring Super Bowl. Anyways, that is pretty much all I got for what's new on my end. We are trying something new.
Don't say that. I don't have anything really. I really don't.
Okay, well, Seth has got something. Something we're trying out. We'll see if it works and see if it's something you guys enjoy. So take it away, Seth.
Take it away, Seth.
I'm don't do well on the spot, so what are we trying new?
in I got nothing. I'm sorry.
So what's new in tech and gaming? Well, I don't have anything in tech.
Tomorrow, when this goes live, Apple will hold their Apple event where it's rumored they will show off the new iPhones. So that's something that's coming up.
So be on the lookout for the same iPhone that's like a centimeter different in size or whatever they did this time.
But it's new.
Yeah.
Did you say it was
so make sure to buy it because it's worth it.
Okay.
But
actual advice.
If I see the label new on something, I'm buying it. That's pretty much how I consume things in America. So
yeah. So in gaming, we got something big that happened. By big, I mean Amazon made one of their first major fails that I'm aware of. They tried to launch a game. They released it, and then pulled it back into a closed beta, and then said, "Never mind." So,
what kind of game was it?
It was a shooter. It was called Crucible. I actually played it. It wasn't bad, but I mean, it did have its issues. But I mean, the game and the idea of it was kind of fun because it was kind of a cross between PvP and PvE. And so, on that new Destiny mode where you have you can teleport into the other team and try and kill them off, but you're pretty much playing against NPCs. It's kind of like that, except no teleporting. You're all on the same map, but you have to kill other things to build up your stuff while also fighting off actual players.
I'm not mistaken, I believe it was called Rift maybe in Destiny. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
But Gambit, guys, come on.
Gambit? No, he's an X-Men.
Gambit sounds right.
No, it was Gambit. I'm telling you
Gambit
for a
sounds
fact.
Right.
Yeah.
But so anyways, game failed. they decided to give full refunds to everybody. It was a free-to-play game, but I guess you could buy in-game content, so they're giving the money back. But yeah, interesting to see Amazon fail.
But in other interesting news, wasn't it Amazon or was it Microsoft that bought Bethesda?
I believe it was.
Did you hear about that? Yeah, that's crazy.
So I guess they're going to be
people who make Oblivion, Elder Scrolls,
Fallout.
No, that's BioWare. Everyone. I was about to name another game.
Nah, it's a pretty big acquirement for Microsoft.
It was like wasn't it like $9 billion or something crazy?
I can look that up though. We need someone that fact checks us.
It was a lot of money. And they bought Elder Scrolls Online too because of that. ZeniMax Studios,
they not come together. Don't they have a package deal?
Well, Bethesda sanctioned it, right? But they didn't really develop the game. They had a third-party developer named ZeniMax Studios actually.
Yeah, it looks like they're the ones that they actually bought ZeniMax, which is the parent company of Bethesda, for $7.5 billion.
Yep.
$7.5 billion. That's more than if you were to take every person I've met in my life and you were to add all of their money up, I don't think we even be close to 7.5 billion.
I guess we're just not taking into account my income, but whatever.
Yeah,
I've never met you.
Just so you know, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm part of a podcast. We have quite.
They only outbid me by 0.1 million.
Yeah.
On that bid. I was trying to buy it, but we got just a little bit out of my range.
Yeah. So hey, Seth, you mentioned for What's New that the game had failed. Do you have maybe reasons or beliefs as to why?
It was just didn't run very well. I don't know this part for a fact, but I don't feel like they had the right dev team on it. They just they didn't the game just didn't run very well and stuff. And I think when people started playing it, because they did the whole try and get streamers to play it thing, and which causes a flood on the servers, and it just didn't work.
You would think with a company that is, wow, this is talking about how unprepared I was. Pat, if you don't look up how much Amazon is worth real quick,
$4 now, I think.
You would think with the amount of money they have.
I can tell you that they're like $3,100 a share right now.
I'm saying with the money they have, though, I'm surprised that they haven't bought a development in a popular, development. Well,
I mean, I think they wanted to just try something
game
on their
company.
Own. They want to try something on their own.
Yeah, but
that'll probably be the next step.
Its market value is only 1.14 trillion, so it's not too crazy.
Only over $1 trillion.
Could be a lot better. I'm honestly disappointed in Bezos.
Yeah,
he's been partying way too much.
It's like how Activision acquired Infinity Ward, Treyarch, like the Call of Duty devs, and then for a while they even owned Bungie. But I'm surprised that the guys at Amazon didn't purchase BioWare or Electronic Arts or something, because I imagine it would be a drop in the bucket for them to buy a company like that, and then every game that they're now making is no longer or it's got Amazon's branding on it, so just kind of shocked.
Well, Amazon is dabbling in a lot of different games and developments and stuff. I feel like they have so much going on that for them, because of how massive the amount of money they have behind them, I think it's like a drop in the bucket for them, seriously, to have this game fail. And so for them, it was
nobody wants failure when it comes to business. They spent their money on it, but I feel like they were just dabbling, trying, and next they might try and buy a game thing, or they might just say, let's stick to what we're doing.
And it could also be that yes, they scrapped the game, but they still have these infrastructures and things that they created through the game for the game that they might be able to repurpose and use it for another game. I know they're really focusing on New World right now because it had a lot of positive feedback from people, especially in the streamer community for like MMOs and all that. So maybe they're just like, we've got bigger fish to focus on right now that are going to make us more money, or that's what they think. So they're like, screw it.
It's just well, okay. So you guys,
when did you say Apple's thing was? Their launch?
Tomorrow, or actually when this goes live, because this is being recorded on Monday. The 13th is going to be their event. And there's supposed to be 4 iPhones that are rumored to come out. You have I believe a 5.4-inch iPhone 12 mini, a 6.1-inch iPhone 12, a 6.1-inch iPhone 12 Pro, and then a 6.7-inch iPhone 12 Pro Max. And I guess it's rumored that the pre-orders will go up sometime soon for the 2 base models, and then the Pro versions may have their pre-orders opened in November. Nice. I guess because of COVID, I guess it's delayed some of the either the testing or maybe the supplies.
I've been thinking about getting a new phone, but I'm not getting an iPhone. So.
I did notice
about getting the newest Note or the Google Pixel. I don't know.
If you're looking for something cheap right now that runs Android and runs it well, I'd suggest the Pixel 4a, I believe. They recently released a Pixel 4a 5G and a Pixel 5. But the only difference I think between the 4 and the 4a 5G is one has got the 5 millimeter wave technology that allows it to get the 5G bands. I don't know how much more it is, but yeah, I'd recommend the 4a.
Wait, which one gets the most G's? Because that's the one I'm gonna pick.
This one. Oh, sorry.
Okay. I don't get less than 4 G's ever. And if I can up it up another G, then I'll be like 5 G's. You know what I'm saying?
You're risking it right there. Because we all know that 5G is what caused COVID. So
yeah.
It did.
But the leaks have come out at least. The leaks have come out at least for the iPhones. I guess the Pro models at least will have a base storage of 128 versus 64. So it's about time they started up I guess the price is still supposed to be the same as what's now.
Need that much space.
A lot of people, I can make do.
Get over pictures of yourself.
I think I've made do on like 32 gigabytes because the 90% of the stuff that I use is like streamed or it's in a cloud somewhere. So it's not actually saved to the device. Like I've got my current phone holds 256, and I think I use about 50 something gigs, and like 30 of that is the actual operating system. So it's storage that I can't have access to anyways.
Well, but anyways, the release of the phones and getting leaked and whatnot are probably. I was curious. Apple stocks went up today pretty significantly.
Makes sense.
And I was curious as to why, and then I connected the dots. So.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's supposed to be, or I say tomorrow, but when I say tomorrow, I'm referring to when this goes live today. So the 13th of October is also supposed to be Prime Day. I think Amazon has scheduled their Prime Day, obviously, to coincide with the Apple event, and then Best Buy is also running some early Black Friday specials. So everyone's trying to get a piece of the pie.
I mean, actually, I'm trying to decide if I want to go on a tangent about fucking Black Friday and all that stuff. Because, man, I'm getting so annoyed about it. They need to just change the name. I want Friday gone. Like, just somewhere around Thanksgiving sales. Let's just call it that. Somewhere in the general area of Thanksgiving sales.
Oh, wait, you don't want it to be on a Friday anymore?
I don't want them to call it Friday anymore because nobody does it on Friday anymore. Dude. They don't even nobody even waits in line anymore. The whole reason for it. It's just now oh yeah, Black Friday sales come on Monday. But
yeah, it's just I know a majority of the companies, off the top of my head, I think Best Buy, Target, Walmart, those are the 3 that I can think of that are the biggest retailers that participate in the Black Friday sales. I believe they are not opening until the actual Friday, sometime probably in the morning, because I know in years past, it seems like what you've said, they've pushed the Black Friday sales further and further up. So it's like by 3 p.m. on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, people just aren't even going to Thanksgiving anymore. They're just doing their Black Friday stuff.
Which
just stupid.
I would not suggest. Obviously, with the pandemic going around, buy online. I wouldn't suggest doing Black Friday shopping anyways.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit, dude.
Regardless of COVID or not, man. Just wait till Cyber Monday.
Survival of the fittest, man. Yeah. Let them go out there.
You gotta go out there and punch somebody for a TV.
Yeah.
Just make sure that if you're recording, that you make sure that you take your phone, and you put that in landscape, not portrait.
Word.
If you're recording.
Now that is such an
actual advice.
Actual real world advice here on this show. You're not going to get this anywhere else. Exclusive content.
Yeah. Have any of you guys actually gone to a store on Black Friday and stood in line to get a deal?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you about the good old days.
No, we say good old days. Are you talking like pre-COVID or like
the good old days? There was this year, right, that I had me and my buddies, and my buddy's dad was a security guard at the mall, and everybody just mobbed the mall, and he tried to stop them, and we were part of it, man. We went into that Black Friday.
Wait, hang on. You were part of the riot or part of the...
No. We were trying to stop them, but I mean, they were basically like zombies.
I'm pretty sure this is like Paul Blart, the Mall Cop 2 storyline.
No.
We're making a third one.
Oh, we're making a third one? No, I'm pretty sure that is the second one.
Listen, I don't copy things, first off. I've always been an original talent in everything I do. And secondly, it goes way older than Paul Blart.
So what you're saying is Kevin James ripped the idea off of you.
Wow.
This was like season 6 of Game of Thrones, and my boy, I don't want to say his name. It would just, probably publicly humiliate him. But
his name was Seth.
Nah, Butters. I mean,
Butters.
He wants to go to Build-A-Bear.
Butters killed Kenny.
Y'all did watch that.
That just reminded me of the Black Friday South Park episode where they're what is it? Stan's dad is like the guy, and he's like, "We have to stop them."
Randy.
And and they all charge in there, and they're like just like slaughtering each other for like toys and stuff.
It's just Randy Marsh is the best character on South Park.
And that was also the one that pitted Xbox against PS4. It was hilarious. It was a very good episode, now that you mention it. I don't know who brought that up, but brilliant person.
Have y'all watched the Pandemic special? It's their latest, I guess, special they did, hence the name. It's about an hour long episode or so.
Have they made fun of COVID yet, or
that's the entire episode?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the entire episode
gotta be funny.
As they are touching on everything from COVID to police being defunded to Trump to the riots.
To watch it, they make fun of things in the same way I think about them. So we're always on the same page. Me and
to my knowledge, they have coined the phrase "chin diaper." It's when people wear their masks down here and have their mouth and nose exposed, because people do that
all the time.
It is hilarious.
All the time.
If y'all are interested in watching it, I believe Comedy Central's website may have it. If not, HBO Max, which is now the exclusive streaming site of South Park, has it available to watch. That's where I watched it.
I don't have HBO anymore. I had it for Game of Thrones.
See, I had HBO through Hulu as an add-on. So when HBO Max came out,
don't have Hulu either.
They upgraded me for free.
I used to have every streaming site, and then I decided why.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because that once every year that we use Hulu, like now we can't do it because Seth doesn't want to pay for it, and I'm not going to pay for it. And it was just
I paid for every one of our streaming services, so all of a sudden I decided that we didn't need a couple, and it's my fault.
Yeah,
that's actually not true. I have a Netflix subscription. I have for
now. That's just stupid. You should cancel it.
No, I've had it for the last 7 years, and I've never canceled it. So this whole time I've been living with Seth and never using it.
I use Netflix. I've been watching Money Heist. I'm like one.
It's really good.
Are you watching it in English?
Yes.
Disappointed. Anyways.
Good man. That's how you only watch shows in English. You're an English speaking person. You watch it in English, man.
Here's the thing. I don't mind subtitles. I don't. However, though, subtitles can become distracting when you're paying attention.
When you're trying to do your fantasy football lineup.
Then shut off the subtitles, speak Spanish, and watch it in the original form.
Oh yeah, because I can speak Spanish.
You could if you applied yourself, William.
Yeah, apply yourself, William.
Well, actually, so it's funny you mentioned that.
And I think your sister would agree with us, William, and your mother. About learning using Duolingo. And
I'm in the process of
throwing out these like, here's free advertisement.
Shout out to the girlfriend. Teach me a couple of things.
You know Spanish now?
Some things.
¿Cómo estás?
Most of it would not be appropriate to say here on this show.
You didn't even understand what I just said. Wow.
Yeah, no.
You said "Welcome to my home," right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
that was actually pretty
exactly
good.
What I said.
Solid, dude.
Yeah, no, I've got like one episode left, I think, in season 3. So then I'll have season 4. I guess parts because they're not called seasons. And then there's a 5th season coming out sometime. I don't know. The banner on Netflix just says part 5 coming out, or it's official that part 5 is coming out. I like it. It's good. Definitely recommend if you guys have the time. And you're looking for something to watch.
I have watched it in Spanish.
Cool. Then you understood what they were saying.
Yeah, because I was right next.
You know about like a fifth of it, but you know context and stuff. So
yeah.
Because
every time I look down at my phone, I miss something. But it's like I still piece together the story. So
I've actually heard from people that actually speak Spanish. They mentioned because it's a different dialect of Spanish, because it's Spanish and not
yeah, it's actual proper Spanish.
Yeah, and they actually speak quite a bit faster than the people that speak Spanish here in the U.S. So
what? They speak so quickly, though.
Yeah, I'm saying though it's spoken faster.
I mean, they do go ham in that show for sure. There's times where they're like, I don't know, and you're like, God, I don't. It sounds so good, but I don't know what you're saying. It's so fast.
Yeah.
But punctual.
Yeah. Hey, the other day, actually, I was eating some pizza. Shout out to Trios off of, I believe, Matlock over there. Definitely throwing the shout out to you guys. Not sponsored. And I had an epiphany.
Try them out. Anyway.
Yeah, I had an epiphany. So I'm eating. I'm just like, man, this is some good cheese. You know, this tastes amazing. And it got me thinking, you know, a majority of pizza places you go to, they all have ham, pepperoni, pineapple, sausage, chicken. For the most part, regardless of where you go, those toppings. You
forgot anchovies.
I didn't, because those do not belong
on black olives. Did you say black olives?
Nope.
Okay.
But for the most part, those ingredients are going to taste very similar, regardless of where you go. The cheese, the sauce, and the crust will taste significantly different, at least from my experience, depending on where you go. And it got me thinking, out of those 3 ingredients, cheese, sauce, or crust, what would you determine is the most important ingredient of those 3 to make the best tasting pizza?
I mean, it's clearly the crust, because without it, it would just be a mound. You couldn't pick it up. You need that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you're going to have all 3 ingredients. But which would you spend the most, I guess, R&D to get the best possible ingredient? And if you're only able to choose,
Dungeons and Dragons have to do with this?
R&D, research and development.
Oh,
I mean, research and development when it comes to making a pizza is just making a bunch and trying them. So I'll probably just spend a lot of R&D on everything.
Yeah, but I'll just read my book about R&D, and we'll get down to it. What are we specifically doing this? Oh, sorry.
Somebody just labeled himself a huge nerd. Let me make a slight adjustment to our overlay here real quick.
You want some of my 20-sided dice?
Don't worry.
I've got a lot of them. We can have a good time.
But if obviously you're gonna have all three ingredients because you're making a pizza. But if you guys had to choose one of those three for it to taste better than the other two, you only were able to choose one of those three to taste better than the other two. Which of those three would you focus on making taste the best?
I mean, I think the sauce is the one that you can play with the most, but the crust is the most important because, I mean, all pizza's pretty much good, but the pizza I have eaten and been like, I don't like this, is because the crust is bad. Whether it's too doughy or just too thick or too thin, like. So I think the crust is the most important. It's what's gonna make or break a pizza, in my opinion. But the sauce is what you can play with the most, with like seasonings and whatnot.
So you're gonna go
cheese is cheese.
I don't know, man. Some places their cheese is just superior than other places.
Probably because they just made it in the back.
I don't know. Pat, are you going with cheese?
I don't know. To me, I think it falls between cheese and crust. Because depending on the level of cheese, I mean, I will say this: when I'm eating a piece of pizza, I think the thing that stands out the most when I'm definitely in the middle, like at the beginning of the slice, not at the crust yet, just at the beginning of the slice.
Aren't you supposed to eat the crust first?
Well, the crust is at the bottom, but the first thing
you don't eat it like this.
Like I just had pizza today, right? I just tried pizza today. I ate some pizza out on my way out of work, and the thing that made it pop for me, that was like, damn, this tasted good today, was the perfect kind of like way the pepperonis were just cooked enough to where they like crackled when you ate them, and the cheese that was just like there, melted in its utter glorious gooiness. I didn't even think about the crust, honestly, until the very end, and I was like, yeah, it's good.
That's because the crust must have been good, because if it was bad, you'd just been like, screw this pizza.
So I mean,
yeah, but I think you can have average taste.
An ultimatum where, like, if I don't pick crust, then it's just going to be the worst crust ever. Then no, I mean, you definitely need to have a good crust.
It's still edible, I think, if you don't prioritize that. I mean,
okay, so if your mom makes pizza with healthy seeds and stuff and mashes it all together, and then throws some cheese and all that, you're gonna say that is?
I'm sorry. Can you start over? What was that?
I'm very lost, but
so am I.
There's a pizza with mashed up seeds, I think.
No, like
no, we don't know
what their names are. Okay, so nothing against my parents or my family or my mother, and her cooking. It's great cooking. But she does this healthy thing where she makes like healthy dough. And so she like takes all these different ingredients that aren't normally in dough to like make dough, but not use flour because like flour's bad for you. So she'll like try and make it gluten-free. Have you ever had a gluten-free crust, my dude? Because most of them suck. And they're nowhere as good.
I've heard cauliflower crusts are actually a really good substitute. Never tried it, but I've heard from a lot of people that they're good.
I will take the word for it. And
I mean, I don't have a plan on trying it. But, I've heard it's better than like the gluten-free choices, and it's still, I believe, gluten-free. I don't know for a fact. But anyways.
I'm going to go with sauce.
You're going to go with sauce. So together we all make a pizza. Perfect.
Oh, that's
the perfect pizza.
Yep.
That's so romantic. Come here. Hold my hands, guys.
You're fine. All right,
Take your hands. Come on.
No, I think the sauce can make or break a pizza. I know the crust is pretty pretty significant. You want a good tasting crust and not something that's soggy cardboard. But I think the sauce, because it's one of the first things, I think you actually taste it more than the cheese. Because the sauce can be pretty powerful. I think that's what has the longest lasting taste. It's gonna be the sauce. That's my opinion.
I mean, I those are the 3 important ingredients. I mean, you can't not have one of them. Even though I have heard of people ordering pizza without sauce.
Nope.
Fine.
Anyways,
it doesn't have to be marinara either. I mean,
yeah, I mean, because they've got like the white sauce ones, like the Alfredo style.
Alfredo, pizzas. Barbecue, buffalo.
I think, I mean, barbecue's good, but I think you're now, outside of the pizza realm into just something shaped.
I don't know. You could do like a barbecue chicken pizza, and it's pizza.
I mean, I think you might still be outside of the pizza realm.
No,
because you have lost all the Italian, influence on it.
Actually, fun fact:
it was made in New York. Sorry, did you want to say your fun fact?
No, you got it. Thank you, appreciate it.
But it was probably made by Italians in New York. Okay. But yeah, I mean, but I do want to say, for the record and for always being on the internet, pineapple belongs on pizza.
It does.
People who don't think so because the internet tells them not to.
Pineapple is delicious on a pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I wouldn't say it's like the best ever.
I mean, it's not always my go-to, but it's a good pizza. If there's one, I'll enjoy it. Pineapple, Canadian bacon, throw in jalapenos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then if you get like the really hot, like fresh.
I can't say I ever crave it, though. I'm just
you put it on the pizza. And it's a nice opposite. Like you take 2 flavors, like they're really sweet and really spicy, and put them together. That's what pineapple is.
I mean, flavors clashing are great. Awesome, as long as you do it right. Like, put chocolate on carrot. Perfect.
What?
I don't know. I just picked 2 things.
No, yeah. I don't. No.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Are you okay? Are you dipping the carrot in a vat of chocolate, or are you taking chocolate, drizzling it, and then like putting it in the freezer so like it creates a coating over the carrot?
I mean, obviously you're drizzling it because it has to be fancy, because chocolate carrots are, the bougie of the bougie.
Never heard of a chocolate carrot before.
Yeah,
I have heard of chocolate that is.
You're just in the wrong circles. I'm sorry.
I've heard of chocolate shaped.
Let me tell you,
carrots.
I prefer shaving. You shave and then you drizzle the chocolate over the shavings.
Shavings of carrots.
Yeah, it's chocolate carrot shavings, and that is by far the best.
Oui.
Nope.
I take my little paintbrush and I sit there and
painting the shavings. Okay, that's a little.
Yeah, because
hang on, I'm preparing this snack. Give me 3 hours.
if you dip it, then it turns into like too much chocolate on it, and then if you pour it on, obviously still too much chocolate. So the only way to apply the chocolate in the perfect level all across the board on these shavings is to take the time, the love, the care into your food.
You can taste the love and the care.
And paint it on. And make sure you stick your pinky finger out and go, avui, avui, avui.
Nope, chocolate does not belong on carrots.
I'm sorry for all the French people and British people and whatever.
Yeah, there are some things chocolate belongs on, but carrots, I don't think are one of them.
I haven't tried it, so I can't say.
I don't think I'm going to try it.
I
will stick with my pineapple pizza.
Well, you know what? I bet you a donkey would like it. So
yeah, probably.
So don't be an ass about it.
I like that. Hey, we had a question from AJ from Fort Worth. He is asking, this is AJ from Fort Worth. He's asking, what would happen if a zombie bit a vampire and a vampire bit a zombie? I guess if they were to bite each other at the same time.
Same time?
Yeah.
They probably would both get angry.
Which one would you take a bet on turning first? Can a zombie turn into a vampire because it used to be human?
Anything can happen because they're already undead. You can't. I don't feel like you can infect the zombie.
Yeah, but it's well, okay. I mean,
I don't feel like you can infect a zombie. You might be able to infect a vampire.
So you would think that you'd have a vampiric zombie now?
But how could you infect the vampire? Just
it's got flesh, it's got blood, right? Isn't like the prerequisite?
I don't think they have blood, do they?
No.
Like other than what might be in their stomach or in their digestive system.
Yeah, they're drained of their blood.
That's why they're so cold. They don't have blood because that's what keeps us warm. Fun fact.
Yeah, but usually they
and they're definitely not living. So as far as I'm aware, being a vampire is like a disease, basically, that like a virus that like takes over. So I'm not sure you could be a vampire and become a zombie, and vice versa, because zombies are dead already, aren't they? Right?
I mean,
or are they still alive?
Yeah, no, they're all both of these are undead characters. So I don't know. We should test this out.
Yeah, just we gotta find a zombie and a vampire first.
All we have to do is find a zombie.
When I said they're full of blood, I meant that most of the vampires, because they drain the blood of their victims. I'm assuming this is something that he'd be like the second or third prey of the evening, and so he'd still have blood in his system. And I think zombies have blood.
I don't feel like zombies would have blood either. I mean, they might initially, but whenever they get, because zombies just would be naturally get beat up a lot, right? So they get shot a lot, they get stabbed, and they just keep going, right? That's the zombie thing.
Yeah, I mean,
so they're going to eventually run out of blood, because it's not just like not going anywhere. So, is this a new zombie? Is it an older zombie? Is this an older zombie? It probably didn't have blood. If it's a newer zombie, maybe getting bit by a vampire will pretty much heal it. It'll turn it more human. I don't know.
I think the zombie wins, though. I think if a zombie bites the vampire, I think the vampire has a chance of turning more than the...
Why? Zombies are so dumb.
Well, what does their intelligence have to do with the fact of
their intelligence?
We're talking about getting infected, not who would win in a fight.
Yeah.
Because obviously vampires will win in the fight, but they also might get infected.
Yeah, I think a vampire has a higher chance of getting infected than a zombie does.
So it would be like what would happen to a vampire that got infected with the zombie? What would that look like?
Because vampires are pretty much historically, beautiful, and zombies are also beautiful in their own way. So, yeah, would it be an ugly vampire or would it be a really pretty zombie?
Food for thought. If you think you get the answer, let us know in the comments below, and we'll see if you're right or you're wrong.
Now, would it keep the same powers that a vampire?
I think so.
Has?
I think so.
So it could like turn into a bat and fly away and then land on top of you.
Vampire thing, dude.
That is too. That's actually like a real vampire thing.
No.
America has ruined it.
I've never seen a vampire turn into a bat in my life.
I think it could initially, but I think over time, if it starts just decomposing enough, that I think it would not.
It would be an undead bat flying.
Yeah, but does it get stuck as a bat?
Isn't it? If we're going off your bat theory, isn't it already an undead bat flying if it's a vampire turning into a bat?
Oh. Yeah.
Guys, all
of a sudden just become alive again?
To try and have a conversation about this, I feel like. I don't know.
Halloween's coming up though, so maybe we'll see something happen.
Don't yawn in October.
Yeah. Hey, y'all going anything? Y'all go anything? Y'all going as anything or anyone for Halloween this year? Participating in it at all?
No. I never participated.
I've participated once or twice in my life.
Oh, damn, look at that ass.
Patrick's OnlyFans is starting.
Pat plays. So, no like parties or anything?
No. Nope. Not in this state.
Yeah, I guess that's.
I actually already started one. I've made like $2,000 in the last week.
Nice. So why are you still here then?
Because I like doing this.
Cool.
He wants people to like him for his brain, not his body.
Well, specifically my toes. Like that's really all I've been taking pictures of. Yeah. I just send nude toes to people, and
aren't all toes nude?
If you have socks on them.
It's the way you present them, my man.
And are they, no longer... if you paint your toenails, are they still nude?
And sometimes I'll show like the ankle down, so like the ankle.
God, he has such nice ankles.
And the toes.
That's so risque.
I feel like we're back in like 1600s. And oh my God, I think I saw his ankles.
I mixed it in like chocolate syrup and had it like dripping off. You know.
This is carrot,
why are we back to chocolate?
Just
and carrots,
peanut butter. I did chocolate peanut butter and a banana with, you know, like I made like a foot. What do you call it? A foot float. It was. Listen, you get paid a lot of money to do this, guys. You should jump.
I'm honestly a little worried, I guess, that he has like all these examples ready to go. Like he's not. He's just like he's either, you know, this he subscribed to somebody or he has one. We're down to that right now.
So October 31st, which is Halloween, falls on a Saturday. We record on the 1st, so there's a possibility you might dress up for an episode. Maybe.
I don't really do dress up.
I'll be Will.
Cool.
Can I have my feet in it?
Nope.
Okay. Then it's gonna be a hard no.
All right. Guess I'm the only one doing it then. Fine.
As long as you're shirtless.
I can go shirtless right now.
Can you be like a Wolverine?
Hey, but let me just stop recording real quick. Hang on.
Let's do that the rest of the show. How's that?
And we just got banned from YouTube. Cool. It's fine.
Oh man. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, I pretty much never. I don't know if Seth said this, but I pretty much never celebrate Halloween. Really,
I don't either.
I go do something with friends, but I've never dressed up. I've never gone trick or treating. Like it just.
I mean, wasn't it last? Was it last Halloween or was it the one before that? That was pretty fun when we were at walk-ons with everybody. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
One of my favorite things.
I don't count that because I still didn't dress up.
Yeah, but we were with people who dressed up, so it's pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You're the guy that shows up to the party that wears a T-shirt that says "This is my costume."
I'm just the guy who doesn't care enough to go and try and find something to wear.
Never mind. I have done it one time. I went and drank with Nick, our boy Nick.
Oh yeah.
And I was Luigi and he was Mario.
Mustache is still in your car.
Mario and Luigi. And they had the boob stash.
It's actually kind of funny that you mentioned that because I think that may be where I'm going as.
As a plumber?
And that was the night that Nick made all 10 cups in 2 turns. I remember that. It was like, what? And I was his teammate and I didn't do anything. I was a troll that game. And I was like, how is that even fair? What am I supposed to do there? I got 2 attempts.
You got 2 attempts. You should have made a cup.
They still made me sit under the table. I said that is BS.
You should have made a cup. You had 2 attempts. That's way too many attempts to not have a cup made.
So did y'all ever dress up as kids?
No.
I mean, I was a kid at one point.
Yeah.
No, I mean like for Halloween.
I felt like that.
No, I never. I just thought if I dressed up as a kid, it might be a little weird.
Yeah.
If you're like that adult is pretending to be a kid, and then
when you were younger, did you have to wear a costume during Halloween?
No. I've come from a religious family. We did not celebrate Halloween. One time I did something that it was at a church, and I was dressed up as the wise man. I think. Yeah. So that's about the closest thing I got to it as a kid.
Is that like a play, or is that like for Halloween?
I've done the church and treats or whatever it's called.
No, it was like it was a like little church. What did they call it? Like it because it wasn't Halloween. Because
they called it trunk or treat. I did the trunk or treat.
Yeah, I mean I've done those, but I mean it was like I don't know. It was like a harvest festival type thing. It was fun from what I remember. I enjoyed myself, but you know.
Okay, I was only gonna ask.
I only had to live half my life.
I've never actually officially gone trick or treating.
Yeah,
I have as an adult. Got a lot of candy. Went to the you remember? So I can't think of street names in Arlington anymore. You know the house, the bowling alley, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Big white house, the bowling alley, over by like the wards and the yeah. You remember that house? I trick or treated in that neighborhood. Got a ton of candy as an adult. It was great.
They probably felt sorry for you.
No, they thought it was great because it's like 7 of us adults trick or treating, and they gave us tons of candy.
Didn't they? Wasn't that like on one of our routes when we would mow lawns?
Yeah, we passed it.
Yeah, and we'd pass it and we would always talk about that. For whatever reason, we thought it was so cool. It was like,
it's kind of cool to have a bowling alley in your house. I personally would not put one in because I would not use it. But
me, Alex, Seth, we're like basically, if you ever want to go through Arlington, we have a mad Arlington tour to give you, and we will drive you right by there and be like, by the way, this is the house with the bowling alley. It's
nice.
Quite the experience. We've never actually been inside to see the bowling alley, but we've just heard say that there is a bowling alley.
I mean, reliable sources have, yeah. And they also have this section of the house that's like really long and very much bowling alley shaped. But whatever.
Okay.
Y'all heard what they're doing for haunted houses this year, right? The drive-in haunted houses.
This is so stupid.
How can you scare people? It's not a haunted thing. Ooh, that reminds me. Last year I went to, can't think of the name of it right now, but there is a haunted house in Baton Rouge that is one of the scariest in the world. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. It was honestly hilarious at points. But we went as a work thing. And it was I can't think of its name. But anyways, yeah, it was super fun. Like right under the Mississippi Bridge, and it's like, yeah, it's very eerie. Yeah, it was fun. Would do it again, except I doubt they're running this year.
Yeah. Or if they're, you have to be in a car.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
While someone was gone this weekend, I watched The Haunting of Bly House on Netflix. Guys, you need to check it out. Yeah, it's really good.
Is it?
It's made by the same people that made the first one, The Haunting of Hill House, if you watch that one, which was an amazing show.
Sorry.
And this one was not per se as creepy, but it was very well made. And it definitely had its moments of scary.
I mean, the best Halloween movie though is, Before Christmas. So
I've actually never seen that.
Wow.
Really
Anyways, looking for a new roommate. Anyone who wants to, potentially move in, and
so funny.
Pat, that makes 2 of us. I've never seen either.
Okay, looking for new people to even have a podcast with. People who actually have a taste in things.
This guy has tattoos of it.
Yeah, but now you can make
in his room.
Now you can make a podcast just called The Seth Show.
Listen, I just never watched that kind of stuff when I was young. And then when I got older, it's just never been something that I'm like, man, I just want to watch that today. Like, you bring it over and you tell me here, Patrick, sit down, watch it.
Bring it over. You just turn it on right the hell now. Let's go ahead and just cut it here. We're going to watch the show.
Okay, so I guess that is going to be the end of episode 143 of the Talking Guys.
Let me interject right here before
you don't get to interject anything. You
lost
your talking privileges.
If we were to watch it tonight, it would be a waste because I can indefinitely, without any doubt in my mind.
Indefinitely or definitely?
I don't know. Listen, I just know that I will fall asleep, man. I worked 13 hours. I only slept 2.5 hours or whatever it was. If I sit down on that couch and start watching anything for more than like 30, 40 minutes, I'm GG.
So I'm guessing that the first time you watch the show, you'll just have to stand the whole time. Whatever.
I'm not standing the whole time to watch a movie. I'm not doing it.
Yep. We out. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll decide later tonight if we're still gonna have a show or not.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments below if you have a particular preference for those 3 toppings on the pizza. If one is more important than the other, and which of the 3 you would prioritize to make the best possible pizza, which one you'd want. 18 away from 100. So we'll see. We'll see when we get to 100 subs. If you haven't already, consider subscribing or sharing the channel along with the social medias to your friends and family if it's something that you think that they would enjoy consuming. Until next time, this has been the Talking Guys.
Chocolate.
30 episode 30. I'll see you next week.
Peace.